it myself once to prove to her that she did have somebody, and to prove to the other girls in the place that she was not a girl without anybody. And I remember when we made it was a terribly hot day. We made this long, long journey up the M1 on a lovely afternoon. We arrived in this place in the very late, too late for lunch. And this girl and I had got into a reasonable frame of mind to go back. And on arrival, although she was courteously received, she was immediately whipped away and put into solitary confinement. And I was quite appalled about this, that this girl had been taken from me without ceremony, not roughly handled, but quite courteously and cold-bloodedly put into solitary confinement. And after I had taken tea very graciously with a most charming headmistress, whom I felt all the time didn't really subscribe to the system she'd inherited, she took me to say goodbye again. And there she was upstairs in an attic room, where there would have been no escape, with nothing in this room but a mattress on the floor and a bucket where she had to go to the toilet. And that was it. She was shut in that room with a mattress on the floor and a bucket, and that was her punishment.
A few months later, Gail was moved on again, this time to a mental hospital. She was placed in a ward with elderly, disturbed patients, though no one seems to know why. She ran away as fast as her young legs could carry her, back to Mrs. David's house.
For 1 whole week, this girl was here in the house, and neither the approved school nor the mental hospital would accept the responsibility for this girl. Both argued it was the others to remove her, and all the time she was here. Had I not been prepared to have her, she would have been at the mercy of whoever had, because no one ever on one occasion checked where she was or what kind of a setup she was in. In fact, when eventually a quite high-ranking Home Office official, at the request of the CID, instructed the mental hospital to collect her, they came down here and they said we had no idea what to expect at all. And in fact, they had come with a straitjacket prepared to have to remove her. And I was very indignant when they came to the door this day. It was 11 o'clock at night, and Gail had been sitting ready to leave since 10 in the morning. And I had packed sandwiches in a Tupperware box for her. And I said to her, now when they come, you put coffee out for them and receive them in a proper manner, which she did. And they couldn't believe that this was the girl they'd been sent to collect.
A few weeks later, Gail was moved on again to Farringdon House, an approved school where the